Hey there, this is Beth with YouTube Pagan Challenge. Question number 19. How do you feel about group work and worship? This video is probably going to be short because it's fine. I've done it in the past. I've enjoyed it greatly. Not doing it currently. Haven't found a group in the area that I jive with, so I'm currently pretty much completely solo, but even when you're working within a group, any witch is still a solo practitioner. The bulk of your practice with magic and witchcraft still come as a solo. At least that's how I feel. Because there's only so much time you're with the group, and there's only so much group work that you can all possibly fit into your lives. So most of what you're doing is already going to be your own practice, and that informs the group, and I think influences the group to a certain extent because you are an active participant within that group. I've been part of public ritual and coven work and stuff like that. They're both so different. I mean, public can be like this weird dynamic sometimes. Because, pagans and witches are all human, and all the weird stuff still happens. And it can be very interesting to watch, especially if you're not in the middle of it. I always really feel sorry for the people in the public ritual aspect that are in the midst of the shit, as it were. And sometimes that shit is of their own making. Not always, but a lot of times they feed it, and it's just a weird dynamic sometimes with the public aspect of ritual, at least in the pagan communities. Really, actually, any spiritual community has that issue. It's looking back at when my parents were heavily involved in church council, and politics got involved and really ruined their enjoyment of church, and we stopped going, and I didn't mind. But public aspect can be a great way to make contacts and meet people, I think, and get to know people within a community, and can be a lot of fun. They're not as in depth a lot of times, even when they are. I'm not saying they can't, that they're shallow, but I think when you're working on a large public scale, you can't get everyone as in depth as you can if you're working on a small, intimate scale, say with coven work or solo work, or even just a few people who really mesh well, even if they're not a formal affiliation with each other. So I'm open to group work. It comes my way. I'll say yes and try it on. But till that moment of trying it on comes, I'm a solitary, and that's fine. It just is. There are different aspects that you can get with a group that you will never get as a solitary. There's aspects you can get with public that you'll never get with a coven in some ways, and coven especially, you're not going to get like aspects of public because it can never go as in depth. You can never get everyone on as well on the same page as you can with a close-knit group of any form, whether it's through formal initiations or just close affiliations of people who work well together. Yeah. Bye.